Hey listeners, this is Shay McClure with HeroClix Borderlands, just giving you the day 4 end of the day report from Origins. I have a lot of stuff to get caught back up on. I've kind of left it out. I know y'all wondering about how it's going here, what's going on, and really just kind of what's the convention experience like. Well, today was the busiest day of the convention. It's the loudest, it's the most raucous day. It's also the day in which the people who've been here since Wednesday are starting to wear down. But today we did Team Worlds. Love that Jesse came down. Jesse was here, agreed to kind of play with me and my buddy Mark, and we put together a team. We called the team Infinitely Challenged. The Infinitely Challenged team. And it was an awesome time. I love the format. The ability to get 3 people together, being on a team, having 6 boosters. The 3 of you designed 3 300-point teams, which we all were in agreement with. Put them together really quick, and then go and battle other teams with your A player going against their A player, B player, B player, C player, C player. So, I had an awesome time doing that. It took a little while to kind of understand how the table situation worked, but it was just so much fun. The big thing was that we told ourselves one of the pieces we'd love to get for sealed would be a Dormammu Loki. And boom, we pulled it. And unfortunately, we got a chair Black Panther. And nothing just went together in our set. Actually, in the end, Jesse ran the Dormammu Loki with an Iron Man, the 55-point Iron Man, and Foggy Nelson to help with Outwit, and I forget who the last piece was. I believe a Hand Ninja. And Mark ran pretty much a swarm team through a lot of our other figures, which we couldn't find anything that kind of worked. He had a lot of sidestep, and threw him down in our C bracket. I was in the A bracket, and being the first time doing this, I had already chose myself to be the A player without looking at my team before we put the teams together. The team I ran was a double Gray Hulk, Doc Strange shifting focus with 2 of them, the defensive one and the carrier, Black Panther, the Blades charge one, and a Wakanda warrior, and Elektra, the black suited one, with sidestep, stealth, and combat reflexes. How did it go? Awful to begin with. I was having a great time getting to know Jesse, spending some time with him. Thought it was great that he took that day out, stepped out of Battle Royales, and decided to spend 4 or 5 hours just kind of playing and helping us. Tell you, my first match just couldn't get anything. Played a Avengers Defenders War Chase Hulk. He got me on, I think it was like a King Arthur map. And he just kept running back and forth between balconies. I would have to phase up, try to get him, and then he finally took out my Doctor Strange, and when he took out my Doctor Strange, really kind of grounded me. In the end, he took out, I think, only 50 points. I couldn't score anything. So that became a major theme. Next match, ran into a Dormammu Loki with a Black Panther and a shifting focus Black Panther and a Vision. He had both Black Panthers, the charge one and the Outwit one, and he had only one Vision, the invincible one. And that match, all I can say is I put us on the wrong map. I forgot about the objects, and he reminded me what a mindless one did. And really got in a few shots that he shouldn't have against my Hulks because I wasn't paying attention, and really kind of outmaneuvered me and showed a little weakness to my team. So going out of that match, I realized that I just had to quit being so careful and try to bolt across the board and get the Hulks in position. I mean, do it strategically, but to bolt across the board and get the Hulks in position would be very helpful. The next match was, we played a great team. All the teams were great, and we loved meeting those people. But played a Phoenix Nest team. I must say, associated with Edward Shelton, Dark Logos. They were amazing to play against. They were really nice people. They kind of were very, very cool, very laid back. They knew their stuff. I played Sarah. She did a great job. She had a Black Panther team. They had put together an amazing theme team. Well, not for her, but for our other two. And she had a Wakabi with a chair Black Panther and some other like shifting focus Black Panther, and just really a really well put together team. And she really made me work for everything. In the end, I lost to her. She took 100 points and I took 70, I think, or 50. So, and that scored my first points. And then in the last match, no, I think I took 70, yeah. In my last match, faced off against Acme. They were an awesome team again. The guy was really great to play against. He had like a double Luke Cage, double Punisher, the one that shoots and does the bazooka round, and a stealth Punisher. And he was going to put me on this Nick Fury indoor. He also had an Iron Fist with him and an Elektra, the black suited one. They were all together, and he was going to make me come across the board. I kind of zigzagged across the board, kind of got matched up with him, got the Hulks all the way back there, and we were just getting ready to duke it out, and we had killed 50 points of each other's figures. We were missing attacks, and finally we tied. Time was called, and we just had to do a roll-off, and I won the roll-off. So that was awesome. That was a lot of fun, and it felt good to finally get a win. It wasn't great. I know we went 1-3, but here it is. It's a great experience. It was fun. I must say, that's probably one of the events I had the most fun at. That's a great one to be part of. People were more laid back. Even at the beginning of it, we recognized Howard Brock. They got up. They gave away some prizes. They had put special tickets in the boosters. And if you had a booster with a ticket, which Jesse did when we opened up the booster, after the first round, went up, turned it in, he got a prize. He got a Pizza Face convention exclusive. Awesome. That was great. And then they also gave us a ticket. We didn't win it, but they gave us a ticket that if you pre-registered, which I did, then they also did a drawing for us. Those 3 people won, I believe, the convention exclusives. So that was just amazing. We had a great time. I can't tell you who won it. After playing in that, went and spent some time with my wife, went around, looked at the convention, had to get something to eat. But everybody I talked to had an amazing time. I ran into all kinds of people. I was able to talk to Symbio from a T3 podcast. That was great to talk to him. He even shook my hand, asked my name. Such a personable guy and such a great person to kind of promote the game. So love seeing him. We celebrated Howard Brock's win over for the World Championship. People stood up and clapped and recognized, and it gives hope to us old guys. And, we still can take on the whippersnappers and be good at this game, even though we have the old Infinity Challenge rules in our head. And my friend Mark reminded me, he thought that we had met him back at Dragon Con when we played in HeroClix events back then. So we had a great time today. It was amazing. Hopefully you watched some Twitch feeds showing some matches. It was just all kinds of fun. What you missed yesterday, Howard Brock did get labeled the national champion. That was awesome. It was amazing, world champion. Amazing experience there. But I also was able to go to fan appreciation. Well, before I get into that, I want to shout out to all the podcasters and top HeroClix players. You went up and you congratulated them, you talked to them. They all were very nice. Edward Shelton, great guy to talk to. He's very personable, amazing. You can see it. And I've always said it, when you teach, when you coach, what happens is your team shows your personality. And his team was nice, cool, fun, and very helpful and understanding. And I think that's just a testament to Edward's character and way he really kind of helps his teammates bring out the best in them, especially for HeroClix. So enjoyed that. Enjoyed playing against them. Enjoyed seeing them there. Enjoyed seeing Jason Collins. I love talking to Steven, his friend, and Asia. They were great. Just a wonderful time to be had. And I always say, come to a convention just to run into those people, to talk to those people, to just to see it. So it was a lot of fun. And Fan Appreciation Night was crazy. We stood in line for an hour waiting for it to begin, and a huge line for them. They got us all in there. They gave us a raffle ticket. They gave away raffle prizes at the very end. You could put it in a box you wanted, which was HeroClix. Gave away a factory set and a signed Muhammad Ali ring from, I forget the name, but that was one of the prizes, and a factory set. Now, they also had, as a surprise, taped some tickets underneath chairs. My buddy Mark picked the seats we were going to sit in. Under his seat, he had a ticket. He took it up there. They gave him a prime Deadpool. That's amazing. That's great. And then they kind of sat us down and they kind of went through what product they're pushing and some special previews. Okay, the WizKids Fan Appreciation Night was a lot of fun. They gave us our previews. My wife took all kinds of pictures because my phone doesn't take great pictures. I'll post the pictures I have. They've actually previewed some pieces in the case. There's a Kingdom Come Aquaman that's coming out with a 20-point Kingdom Come dial, plus I think it was 100. The Superwoman, the Skyscraper Wonder Woman is going to have a 15-point line for her Colossal Retaliation. So I see that. I saw those in the case, and those pictures I'll put up. The other thing that was neat, we went through some figures. I'm going to talk just about a few. Maybe I'll talk into them a little bit more depth. You'll probably start seeing some previews out there. One figure in mind is there's going to be a special Superman in this set. This Superman is actually Zod, not Kal-El, that got sent to Earth, so he has a little bit more evil to him. He has a crazy dial. I thought they said it had him at 190 and 160 points. But one of his traits was, if he has no action tokens, he has stealth, super senses, I believe, and shape change on top of having impervious. That is a crazy combination to have for a Superman. And it could be just deadly trying to get him out when he's just kind of standing there. The other figure that was kind of interesting was Al Jordan. It's the Arabian Nights version of Green Lantern. He had a special trait. It's a pick-a-power trait. He can pick a standard power and a combat symbol. A combat symbol such as walking, the walking, the flyer, the dolphin. Certain symbols they had already marked down. And that gave him some versatility, and he was only 90 points. So that looked like a very interesting piece. They also showed us, who was the last one they kind of showed us? They showed us some generic, let me pull it up. They showed us some generic zombies. They went over their undead set, kind of went through, they have a zombie Abraham Lincoln. That looked crazy. Said it would work as a standalone or as added into HeroClix. He talked about the away team. Didn't give us any kind of previews of that. They talked a little bit about the objects coming up in the Mighty Thor. They showed Groot and Ms. Marvel as the two of the Colossals that you can get in it. One object they showed was the Enchantress's mirror, and that you could pay for it, or she gets to bring it into the game for free if you have her on your team. So that looks interesting. The sculpts look very interesting from Elseworlds. So I'm excited about it. You should be too. Fan Appreciation Night, if you ever get to go, it's amazing. They do it like Friday night every year here at Origins. It's great for the people to see. It's great for the fans. And it's an amazing experience. And then since it was so hard to see, they're going to put that presentation up on their websites for everybody to see, and so that you can also experience what we got to see. But it's been a great time here. I've been able to make a lot of friends, talk with a lot of people, reconnect with people I only see once a year, and hopefully I can come back next year. I'm a little bit wiser. At least I did not end on a loss. That's right. I am now on a one-match winning streak. I don't care if it's a roll-off or not. I'm on a one-match winning streak. I am now on a streak of 1, and we're going to try to build for next year. I've ended my drought here at Origins. I have now finally broken through the mold, and I'm able to kind of hold myself up high that I can sit here and play this game. I'm not going to blame our pools for today's team thing. It's just the way it happens, and that's the way HeroClix is. I learned, I had a good time, and I'm just looking forward to next year. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you, we got to get on the road and maybe play in a battle royale, maybe go around and look at some other games before we get out. But just been a lot of fun. My next podcast, I'm going to try and bring in some different ideas, some of my experiences here. I just want to give you a quick rundown, as quick as I can, and for y'all to know what's been going on. But y'all have a great time. I am about beat. It is 11 o'clock, past 11 o'clock here. Just wanted to finish up, head home, and you know what? Get back to Clixon at my local venue and preparing for next year. Talk to y'all later. Bye.